You have everything it takes to live your dream life. You have everything it takes to become this version of yourself that you can't stop thinking about. And you might feel like you're a little bit lost, you're a little bit behind, you don't have exact clarity, you don't have things figured out. And this is what makes you have the excuse of not taking actions, of staying stuck, of staying a little bit miserable, of staying a little bit more in your victim mode, because it's simply comfortable. It's comfortable to stay with everything what's familiar, and your brain main functions is to keep you exactly there, because your brain main function isn't to make you happy, is to make you safe. So everything what seems familiar seems safe. While all of those environments, all of this career, all of those people you have around yourself right now who make you feel so disconnected from yourself might not exactly be the best for you. So your brain is simply a little bit lying to you to keep you stuck. And then instead of taking actions, you keep waiting for all of those permissions, for all of this external validation to kind of be ready, to kind of have everything it takes, to kind of have enough of experience. And it keeps you procrastinating for forever. Hello, it is Marta. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're listening to me on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, welcome back to my podcast, and make sure to go and subscribe if you didn't do it yet, because we have here all about manifestation, confidence, and building your dream life. I know how it is to procrastinate. I know how it is to make so many excuses because I've been there. I thought that life is something that basically happens to you instead of happening for you. Every single setback you are experiencing, every single rejection, every single failure, every single even hard experience is only taking you closer to your destination. But when you are stuck, when you feel a little bit lost, you don't know how to move forward, you only know your desires, but you have no clue on clarity what exactly you should be doing, your answers are already within you. All of those things, all of those desires that you have within you, all of those things that seem completely delulu and impossible, this is your compass. This is your map to follow in your life. Those are basically your purposes, telling you every single day what you should be doing already today. Because clarity is not something that just comes to you one day and you feel like you have all the answers. It is something that comes by taking actions, and you take actions by following this inner voice within you that every single day is whispering you something you should be doing. And the more uncomfortable, the more unfamiliar, the more out of the comfort zone it is, the better, because it will teach you nothing else but to trust yourself. And trusting yourself is the opposite of chasing all of those external validations, of trying to please everyone else, of trying to make sure all of your friends or mentors gonna approve your decisions and ideas. Self-trust comes from within. From making sure you trust yourself even in moments of uncertainty. Even on those moments you don't have any proof, you don't have any guarantee, but you choose to follow your own heart. You choose to follow your own path because you know you have this feeling for the reason. And the longer you're gonna try to settle for something that's not meant for you, the longer you're gonna stuck and just settle for this job, the longer you're gonna try to forget all of your dreams, calling them delusional and impossible, the longer and the higher dissatisfaction gonna get. Because your dissatisfaction only comes from not being aligned with your dream life, with this version of yourself who is already deep inside there. Whenever they say you have to kill your old identity in terms of become your best, highest self and build your aligned life, what it means, it's not about actually killing who you are today. You're not killing your identity. You are killing those thoughts that you internalize from everyone else. Those limiting beliefs that told you that certain things are impossible, that you are not meant to have so many big dreams, that you are too crazy of dreaming big. If nobody tells you're crazy for your dreams, it only would mean you are not thinking big enough. Of course, everything seems crazy. Of course, everything seems a little bit delusional, just the moment you're gonna achieve it. Nobody who built their empire, who changed something in their life, in the world, who made any kind of difference, had a dream starting from it's gonna be that realistic. Of course, it's not because you're gonna be the first. You're gonna change this version of yourself for someone who does those things, who actually takes action. And this is a game changer in getting to your dream life. Because while you're sitting there thinking you just don't have enough experience or you don't have enough time, everything what you are doing by that, it's making excuses. And sorry for breaking down for you. And I know it sounds a little bit harsh. And I know it would be better to just stay a little bit more in this comfort zone, maybe even in the victim mode a little bit, saying that those things you just don't have any impact, any control. But your life only can change when you take control back, when you step in the owner of your reality, when you make yourself the only responsible person for every single second, every single event in your life. It doesn't mean blaming yourself. It means taking responsibility, which means taking power back. Because the longer you're gonna wait for everyone else to kind of save you, the longer you're gonna wait for everyone to give you permission to live your dream life, the longer it's gonna take. You're gonna stay in this feeling of stagnation, kind of feeling lost and stuck, because nothing will change unless you change. And you, by not making any decision, by not making any action, you are actually choosing. Whenever you are not changing your reality, you are choosing to settle. You are choosing to stay in this discomfort, but it's way more comfortable than, of course, doing something out of your comfort zone, because that's what you already know. But isn't the scary things actually not trying and actually not putting yourself out there? But isn't the most scary thing ever when you actually settle for a life that you don't like? That you're gonna do forever the job you're just not excited about at all, that you're gonna forever stick with friendships who try to put you down, or they are like secretly jealous or whatever, insecure. Isn't it way worse case scenario than trying, than being seen, than just going for your things, whatever it is, posting online, creating something by your own, moving abroad, whatever it is, taking this risk, which is actually way less risky than staying where you are already if you feel so dissatisfied. Because if your life kind of sucks at the moment, any action, any kind of move can only change it, can only take you out from there. That's why I said at the very beginning, you have everything already to live your dream life. You just need to discover this version of yourself who is already there. Because time is only a concept. There is no future, there is no past, there's only the present moment. And the faster you're gonna realize it, the faster you're gonna take ownership that you are the one who creates your life. You are the operant power of your own reality. Whatever you say goes, because you said so. Whenever you take back this power, you realize you can create everything. And I know it might be scary, because if you don't like your current reality, you might feel like, okay, you won't be blaming yourself, but also like, why the F did you create such an unsatisfying reality? Yes, of course, but also how much release it's gonna give you to understand if you create all of that reality you're stuck right now, you can create anything else. Any vision you have, any imagination you got to, it's something possible. It's only the picture, it's only the vision of your future. It's not something delusional. If you can dream about it, you can make it. But you have to get up and take actions. Forever just doing your affirmations, forever daydreaming, forever kind of sitting down and waiting for the perfect moment will never bring you there. Will never make you change your life. And what's more, you are losing all of your confidence. You are losing all of your self-trust because you stick with satisfaction, with situation that's so completely unsatisfying for you. So your confidence drops because you keep telling yourself you're not good enough. You don't have enough skills. You don't have enough experience. You won't take a step. You won't post this video because it's imperfect. Who ever said that everything has to be perfect? Done is way better than never. First step is better than never taken 5 steps that you had in your head that you already have to be there. Nobody has it figured out. You will probably never ever have it all figured out. However, the best feeling is when you take action, you start building self-trust. You start understand you are capable of it. You start understanding you can handle rejection. You can handle failure because you know the only failure is to never try. The only difference between winner and loser is that winner never gave up. And they just try again and again and again. However many times it requires, you just start seeing opportunities everywhere around you because you opened yourself for this abundance. You opened yourself for taking action. The longer you're gonna stay stuck in your own shell, the longer your life will be all about dissatisfaction. But the change is possible. You only have to make a conscious decision about you gonna get up and take all of those actions necessarily to become who you've been always meant to be. And when you let go all of those limiting beliefs that you just internalize from everyone else, which were never even yours in the first place. So don't be scary of letting go of your old identity. It was never even you to begin with. It was something you took from people, from their own insecurities, from their own fears, maybe from their tiny bit even of jealousy. It was never who you are. And staying true to who you really are is the only thing that's gonna quantum leap you for your destination. Your clarity is already in your heart, and now you just have to take the first step, and then second, and the next one, and stay consistent in those actions. And if you need more support, you can always DM me on IG or TikTok, which is hello, it is Marta Confidence, and join my confidence club, exactly as my cup. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.